Hello students, welcome back to Infinity Math Studio where maths become simple, clear and powerful. In today's video we are going to solve section 2 4 mark questions. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Now without any further delay, let's get started. Section 2, the first question, that is question number 7, is related to second chapter sets. Here Venn diagram is given and he is asking us to find A union B, A intersection B and so on. So let us find A union B first. A union B in the sense the complete elements of set A and set B. Here in this diagram you can observe there are lot of elements in the Venn diagram. Out of these all elements we must consider only the elements which are enclosed by the circular region. Here C and S must not be included, right? Now let me write one by one in a serial order. A, L, B, next G, E, R, O, M, Y and T, that's all. So all complete elements belongs to A and B together we wrote. Next second, A intersection B. Intersection in the sense common elements. So these are the common elements G, E, R. Okay. Next, third one, A minus B. Here A minus B, how to write? First of all, this is A, this circular part is A. From here we need to subtract B. So if I subtract B from circular part of A, now what is the region left out? So this red color shaded region is left out. What are the elements are there in that region? A, L, B. These are the elements left out in set A after subtracting B. This is how we find A minus B. Next, final one, fourth one, B minus A. Here we need to subtract A from B. Okay. Now see, this is the B part. From here we will subtract A. This total we will subtract. Left out part is, it is very clear from the diagram, O, M, Y, T. Alright. That's all. So this is the solution for the 7th question. This much if you write, you will definitely get 4 marks. Next, 8th question. This is directly formula based question from arithmetic progressions, progressions chapter. Here we need to write nth term of an AP. Nth term of AP, that means arithmetic progression. It is denoted by AN and the formula is A plus N minus 1 into D. This is the formula. This much if you write, you will get definitely 2 marks, 2 or 3 marks, because here we have another question. Explain each term of it. So we need to explain each term. First of all, A, here it is called first term of AP. Okay, the very first term. And here N is number of terms. Next, D is nothing but common difference. Common difference that we calculate as second term minus first term or third term minus second term. This formula is optional. To grab the attention of the evaluator, you can add this step also. Otherwise, this much is enough to get 4 out of 4 marks. That's all. The next question is from probability, that is 9th question. He is asking us to find probability of picking a red ball and not a white ball. Here in finding the question B, we use complementary events, that I will tell you. Complementary events we will use. So first of all we need to write the sample space. Given sample space, sample space in the sense total number of outcomes, that we denote it as N of S. Here count the number of balls, 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 2 10. So directly we write 10. Next, let me initialize the event. Let R be the event of red ball. So selecting a red ball. Okay. So for that favorable chances we denote it as N of R. How many red balls are there? 5 red balls. Alright. So next, so hence probability. We need to find probability of picking or selecting, whatever it may be, picking a red ball. So that we denote it as P of R. Formula is number of favorable chances, that is N of R, by sample space, N of S. So N of R is 5, sample space is 10. Now here small cancellation, 5 ones are 5 twos are. So answer is 1 by 2. Alright. So next, second question, in that second part, I mean question number B. Here he is asking us to find a probability of not getting a white ball. Okay, remember this point. But let me initialize like this. First of all, let W be the event of a white ball. So selecting or getting a white ball. For that, favorable chances are how many for white ball? Here you can see 2, right? In the question itself you can see 2. So number of favorable chances for white ball is 2. Now probability, how to calculate probability? Probability of picking a white ball, that is denoted as P of W, that is N of W by N of S again. N of W is 2, N of S is 10. Now again small cancellation, that is 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 is the answer. But here we need to find probability of not getting a white ball. So we know that getting a white and not a white ball are complementary events. Complementary events. So what do you know about that one? We write P of W, that means getting a white ball, plus P of W bar, that means not white. Sum will be exactly 1. Now P of W we have found how much? 1 by 5. So that 1 by 5 I transpose to that side. So here we left out with PW bar. So this PW transpose to that side, it becomes minus 1 by 5. Now here if you simplify, 5 ones are 5 minus 1 by 5. Now answer is 4 by 5. The 4 by 5 is the probability of getting, probability of picking not white ball. So first A is 1 by 2 and B part is 4 by 5. That's all. The next question, 10th one, is from trigonometry. Here we need to prove P plus 1 by P is equal to 2 secant theta by using the given information. Alright. Now consider LHS is equals to P plus 1 by P. Here P and 1 by P are just reciprocals. That means if P you have plus numerator minus denominator, in 1 by P this numerator and denominator gets exchanged. That's all. Okay. Now here let us substitute the values of P first. P is equals to under root 1 plus sine theta by under root 1 minus sine theta. Just I separated the root for the numerator and denominator separately. Now 1 plus P is nothing but 1 by P reciprocal. So I interchange the numerator and denominator and write the same. So under root 1 minus sine theta by under root 1 plus sine theta. Just interchange the denominators and numerators. Now here cross multiplication. Okay. So 1 plus, here you can see under root 1 plus sin theta, here also under root 1 plus sin theta. If both get multiplied, you will get like this, 1 plus sin theta whole square you will get. So square and root gets cancelled, so you are left with 1 plus sin theta. Alright, now the same happens with this term also. Okay, remember this point. Okay. Right, so 1 plus sin theta plus 1 minus sin theta. If you want, you can write this step also, no problem, no issues. Okay, now here you may cancel this one, root and square divided by the denominators multiply together, under root 1 minus sin theta into under root 1 plus sin theta. Okay, now after cancellation of roots, the left out terms will be like this, 1 plus sin theta plus 1 minus sin theta. In the denominator part, since both have root, I am writing the combined root and I multiply 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta. Since multiplication is commutative, I write anyway, either. Okay, now if you observe in the denominator, this is a plus b. If I take 1 as a and sin theta as b, here it is a plus b into a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b formula is a plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square, right? So that formula I use in the denominator, and in the numerator part, if you observe, minus sin theta plus sin theta becomes 0 and 1 plus 1 it becomes 2. Alright, so 2 by, in the denominator I apply a plus b into a minus b whole square formula, it get a 1 square minus sin square theta. Alright, so 2 by under root, anyway if 1 square or 1 both are same, so I ignore this square here. Now what do you know about 1 minus sin square theta? Let me explain you here. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is trigonometric identity. Now from here I transpose this plus sin square theta to that side. So cos square theta is equals to 1 minus sin square theta. Alright, now in order to remove square here, I apply root on both sides, so we get cos theta is equals to under root 1 minus sin square theta. So in place of cos theta, we may write under root 1 minus sin square theta, and in place of under root 1 minus sin square theta, we can directly write as cos theta. Okay, now let me erase this one. Now 2 by cos theta is also written as 2 into 1 by cos theta. 2 into 1 by cos theta is secant theta. 2 into secant theta. So this is nothing but RHS. So while solving this problem, the reasons or the formulas are compulsory. Change the pen. That means if you write the solution with blue pen, you write the reasons with black pen. Or if you have a habit of writing solutions with black, you write the reasons with blue pen. So that highlights the formula. Formulas are compulsory. Example, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a square minus b square, and here 1 by cos theta is equal to secant theta. Here this formulas are compulsory. Okay, right, that's all. Yes, next question is 11. Oh yeah, this is the question which troubled many students. But actually this question is more easy than you guess. Okay, now let us simply decode this question. First of all, we write this quadratic equation given ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. He is saying that one root is twice the other. That means it is clear that it is having two roots. For example, we say alpha and beta are the two roots of the given quadratic equation. Now let me take this sentence out here. One root is twice the other. Simply I am decoding the problem, right? Now since it is having two roots, one is alpha and the other is beta, let me simplify this one. One root, let me take it as alpha, is mathematically it is nothing but is equals to twice means two times the other root is beta, right? Now if I take alpha is one root, then automatically the other root will be twice of alpha, that means 2 alpha. Alright, now if beta is one root, then definitely the other root will be twice of beta. Now if you observe here, alpha and 2 alpha. You observe alpha is one root and 2 alpha is twice of alpha. Next, if beta is the one root that you assume and its twice is 2 beta, so alpha, beta, generally we take these two, but in this case we have to assume in this way. So alpha and 2 alpha are the roots, or beta and 2 beta are the roots. In this way we have to assume. If you take alpha and beta, you will not get the answer. Okay, this is the logic that we have to apply in solving this problem. That's where students felt more complicated. Alright, now we will see the actual solution. According to the given data, the roots are, simply I am taking alpha and 2 alpha. Why? Because twice. Okay, now we know that sum of roots of quadratic polynomial is nothing but minus b by a. This is the formula. Okay, now sum of the roots in the sense alpha plus 2 alpha, right? Alpha plus 2 alpha is equals to minus b by a. Alpha plus 2 alpha, 3 alpha is equals to minus b by a. If I transpose this 3, if I transpose this 3 to this side, it becomes denominator, right? So I got alpha is equals to 3 by a. Next, product of the roots, let us take. Product of roots is equals to formula c by a. Product of the roots in the sense alpha into beta you may consider, but in the place of beta we considered 2 alpha. So alpha into 2 alpha is equal to c by a. Alpha into alpha, 2 alpha square, alpha square is equal to c by a. But alpha is equals to what? This one. Here I substitute 2 into minus b by 3a whole square is equal to c by a. Okay, now here if we apply square for both numerator and denominator, it becomes 2 into b square by 9a square. So c by a. Now transpose this to RHS. So numerator becomes denominator, denominator becomes numerator. Alright. So here I will be left with 2b square, that is equals to c by a as it is. Here divided by 9a square becomes here multiplied by 9a square. So simple cancellation. Okay. Right. So next left with 2b square is equals to c 9a. Simply I write 9ac. That's all. This is the statement that we have to prove. Alright. Okay. We came to the end of the section 2. That is 12th question is from 10th chapter mensuration. This question is related to volume of hemisphere and cylinders. So first of all we will consider a hemisphere because he gave hemispherical tank. Now hemispherical tank is full of water. See, it is full of water now up to the brim. Now this water is to be transferred into small cylinders. Okay, so I have taken 4 only, but here we need to find the number of cylinders. That's what our target. Here we need to find the number of cylinders needed. Here I have taken only 4 cylinders, but here it may be more than 4 or less than 4. It depends upon the volume of the hemisphere. So for our instance, this hemisphere water tank is used to fill all these type of cylinders. So let us assume that there are n cylinders. So n is any natural number. So n cylinders are there. Each cylinder volume is some pi r square h, right? So this gives the total volume of the hemisphere. Okay, now here we write total volume of hemispherical tank is nothing but sum of volumes of all cylindrical containers. This is what actually the condition. But here multiplication is nothing but repeated addition, right? Here how many cylinders we have considered? Some n cylinders. So n into, as all the cylinders are of equal dimensions, that is radius 1 meter and height 2 meter. All cylinders are the same. So simply we write volume of one cylinder. Okay, that gives the total volume of the hemispherical tank. Okay, now we will deduce a formula for this. We will erase this all. What is that formula? Volume of hemispherical tank is equals to number of cylindrical containers into volume of each cylinder. So volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube is equals to number of cylinders we assume n into volume of cylinder is pi r square h. You may ask a question, sir, here we have r and here also we have r. So to make the differentiation, since radius of the hemisphere is 3 and radius of cylinder is 1, both are different. So I take here radius of hemisphere as rs and radius of cylinder is rc. You may differentiate like this also, r1 and r2. It is your wish, but make sure that both radii differ. Okay, so this is the formula. Since we have to find number of cylinders n, we transpose this into pi r square h to left hand side, so that it becomes n is equals to volume of hemisphere 2 by 3 pi rs cube by pi rc square into h. Okay, now simple cancellation. Anyway, pi gets cancelled. So in this way we will find n value. So this is the concept behind the given question. Now in the next page we will solve this. Okay, right. So first solution. In the answer you write the given dimensions separately. Okay, given dimensions for hemisphere as well. Here cylinder, like radius of hemisphere is 3 meters and radius of cylinder is 1 meter, height of cylinder is 2 meters. Okay, next, simply according to the given data, what we write? Volume of hemisphere is equals to number of cylinders into volume of cylinder. So this is the explanation. Now here we write the formula, like 2 by 3 pi rs cube is equals to pi rc square h. Now cancellation, pi gets cancelled. Here we left with number of cylinders as n. Okay, so in order to find this n, we transpose this one to LHS. So it becomes 2 by 3 into rs is nothing but 3 meters. So I write the value here, 3 into 3 into 3. Now this rc square h transpose this side, so it become divided by, and rc square is nothing but 1 square, 1 into 1, and h value is 2. Again that is equals to number of cylinders. Next, here 3 gets cancelled. Next 2 gets cancelled. So left out is 3 into 3 is equals to n, and n is nothing but 9. So number of cylinders is equals to 9. So hemispherical tank is full of water. This water, if transferred to the cylinders of 1 meter radius and 2 meters height, to complete or to empty this hemispherical tank, we need 9 cylinders. This is what the conclusion. Alright. So students, this is the complete explanation of section 2 of mathematics question paper. Make sure you understand all the concepts clearly. If you have missed any steps or have a doubt, drop it in the comments. I will definitely respond to you. And remember, math is not difficult. It's just about the right approach. Subscribe to Infinity Math Studio for clear concept based learning. See you in the next video where I will be explaining section 3, that is 6 mark questions. Till then, take care. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu.